Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody. So let's take a look what's going on in euro currency. In general, our recent trading plan on possible entry on the long side has worked nice. So you can see that the two levels that we have mentioned, especially the confidence support, has provided necessary foundation for the market, and we've got the pullback. Today, to be honest guys, I do not see lots of things that we could do, mostly because some uncertainty holds stands about the retracement depth. Theoretical market could keep going higher right from here, but some signs exist that maybe we could get compounding retracement in the way of some kind of the ABCD patching down and so on. So from that standpoint of view, the current placement and position of the market, of the price, it's not very attractive for new entries. You will see why, but at the same time, since we already have the long position based on the recent plan, we could hold it and see what will happen. So on the daily chart, we do not have a lot of changes. In recent first sessions, market stands in a tight range. That probably could be called as a kind of the flag consolidation. And from that standpoint of view, appearing of the flag, it's a continuation pattern, especially if market will spend some time more today, maybe even next week. This is a potentially bullish pattern, and this pattern suggests that upward action could start immediately. Also, it is an important moment that, if you remember, we already talked about this area, so it splits in parts, this consolidation area and another one. And market right now stands inside of this one, and it will be not really a good sign if market will drop out once again out of it. Usually the market has enough power and it returns back in some range, it keep moving inside of this range because it gets relatively free space. It's no big barriers inside of the range, and it's trying to just keep going to the opposite border of this range. But for now, we do not see it yet. On the other markets, there is also nothing actually remarkable. So if you take a look, for example, on the 10-year bonds first, you can see retracement started here. So the pullback has happened recently. This market returns back to the 4.52 area. It's some kind of the piercing in the cloud pattern. That suggests that could go lower slightly more. Maybe not today, but in the nearest few sessions. Here also you can see some slowdown of the yield rising compared to this one. On a dollar index, picture very similar to the euro currency. This is for our time frame chart. Market stands in the support agreement, and actually here I am not excluding the situation where we could get a kind of the ABCD pattern here, with some more extended and compounded way of the retracement. On a euro currency, it looks very similar. Only difference that the OP and the 618 level stands a bit higher from each other compared to the dollar index. Also, market was not able either to form the grabber inside of this consolidation that we talked about recently, or showing upper breakout. So instead of that, retracement still has started that we discussed. So this is also the sign in favor of possible continuation to the downside. So it's also might happen. So we can't exclude it totally. Besides, don't forget that here we have some opening gap that theoretically, who knows, maybe market will try to close. It's difficult to say. It will be rather deep retracement, maybe not this time, but this gap we also should keep in mind. Finally, on the hourly chart, what we have, that's actually downside, recent downside action. Market has completed downside minor XOP and stands right between the two levels. First one was right here, if you remember, around 1288 that we talked about. And this one, the second, 1245. So we told these two levels to watch for possible entry on the long side. Let's see, once XOP has been done, our prediction immediately started. So if you have the whole position, you need to do nothing. So just move, keep stops on the break even and see what will happen. If you get lucky, market will keep going up to the upside immediately. If not, then we could get a bit deeper retracement, getting some kind of the gadgets cheaper to buy pattern here on a lower level, somewhere around major 50% support. So this also might happen. In general, one thing that worth to mention here, guys, is the situation on a daily chart. What particularly interesting is that if you take a look at the monthly chart, you will see that market stands at overbought for a second month in a row. It means that immediate upward continuation, breakout of this top upside continuation, hardly possible in the nearest 1-2 months. That means that more probable, if market indeed stands bullish, it keep bullish sentiment, which actually is really so, because we see the performance on the vehicle on the monthly chart and so on. More probable that here we will get some kind of the pattern and consolidation. So it might be either triangle, if bullish tendency holds and everything goes well. Here there's some upper direction where will be some second point of the upper border, or market could start forming the butterfly for further upward breakout. It might become the part of the left wing of the butterfly. So if the right wing will start forming right now with a downward direction. So in this case, the retracement on the hourly chart indeed might be slightly deeper to this area, or I will not exclude even the chance if it might happen right there to the 618 level. This is also possible. So that's why at this point right here, I do not see good ideas for possible, don't think that this is a good idea for taking the new long position, especially because we're on Friday. So if you have missed this opportunity, then it would be better to just see what will happen next week. If retracement will start, so you will get a good chance. Besides, as I said, upward breakout hardly possible, and if even market will keep going high here, forming butterfly, on the daily chart it meets some resistance and also start retracement. So from that standpoint of view, this will be just some kind of the short-term trade opportunity here. And later it will be another chance to step inside of the, for example, triangle pattern that maybe will start forming on the daily chart. That's just common thoughts on the overall situation. So as a bottom line for now, we keep longs if you have it. Moving stops to break even at the eve of the holidays, on the weekend. If you don't have any position, it's better to do nothing right now. So because for a short position, we do not have the background, don't have the context. For a new long position, it's not perfect placement to take the new positions here.